All right, we're back, and it's now midwinter, and things are getting a little bit chilly. Not in real life, though.
So
It's
it
actually warming up.
seems.
But
Well, for you.
shut up. Now we're gonna go through these events as they happen, because this event, I'd say the war has stopped being cold, and now it's like in full swing.
Yeah.
Because I'm now involved. So, first battle we had was another attack by his goddamn birds against you, which
Yeah, the bird harassment strategy does not really look like it's quite panning out for
he got one territory and he just like, I'm gonna keep some birds. And they aren't doing so well.
Yeah, like, what are my defenses there? Well, my defenses there are 45.
They're high
But
enough
even-
that the birds it don't matter.
Yeah, but like even down near my capital where he tried attacking first, it was only like 20, and they still got demolished. And he had like 40, so I don't really know at what point this strategy would actually do anything.
Where was that bird attack even? Oh, down south?
The current one?
Yeah.
No, it's up to the left.
Oh, I think he was scouting it. Maybe he sent them in just so he could see what you had. I don't really know. The next big battle is Sandro pushing into Pfeiffer. Sandro lost over half of his troops. I don't know if he can keep pushing with what's left. Whatever the first spawn is dead. I hope that's not his pretender. Let's look at the battle and see ourselves. If goddamn Pfeiffer just lost his pretender, that'd be pretty bad. Oh my god, he did. That's 2 disciples were down this game. By the way, my disciple is dead. He was fried, and we'll get to that in a minute. On that. Okay, yeah, unsurprisingly, these guys are just ridiculous with their coral hauberks and stuff like that. Like, I find our troops are having a hard time dealing damage to them. We'll have to figure out something for you, because I gotta say, the campaign is not going to be an easy one. It very well could end in... Things could go actually against us in terms of odds, so we'll have to see what happens.
Yeah, I am not particularly positive about my chances against Sandro. Because right now, he can pretty much just march his army all the way down to my capital, and I don't have a single unit to compete with him. At all.
Are you short on money?
Not really. I mean, it depends on what I'm supposed to use the money for, but I just don't have any units that can damage him. Because my best units are my Colossi Warriors. They do like 20 damage, piercing damage, and they still didn't do anything. Plus, they're my Sacreds. They're kind of difficult to build. But otherwise, I do like 13 to 15 damage piercing, which is still like they should be able to do damage to him, but they don't. And I'm not sure why.
There's some sort of buff he has on. We'll have to ask Arch with what's going on there. We'll try to take a look at it ourselves. Okay, so yeah, you won against those guys, which is good. A cone won against those. Now this is my battle. This went poorly. I would argue that it actually went well. It went well for the fact that I can outproduce him. I'm a little sad that I lost this battle, but the benefit is he sent his entire army here, and there aren't going to be many of them left at the end of this battle.
Yeah.
And I think he's going to run. So I don't think he's going to try to hold that province. His drakes were actually surprisingly ineffective. I thought they would kill more. It's his sacred infantry, but now that they're dead, that's good, because I don't think he'll be able to hold that. I think his god's going to run. But yeah, he spammed fire elementals, and I kind of saw that coming. My guys are just burning to death. It's pretty fucking painful. I'll speed it up a little. We did some serious damage, though.
Both the Drakes and the Salamanders, I think, are mainly like anti-light infantry units. And you have like 0 light infantry.
Yeah, they're big boys. So let's say another battle you had against Sandro went well. I mean, you were taking territories that he had undefended, which again, if you can just make him run around, that's good.
Yeah, that's something.
If you cut off his coastal territories from, or his water territories from the coast, they stop giving him money.
Yeah, but the problem is also, like, the army that is coming up towards me with here, from the sea, they consist of living pillars. And I can put like 40 into my defenses, and they still will just walk right through them. My defenses can't damage them. So there's no point really in me wasting any money on any of these provinces.
Yeah, no. Provincial defense is not going to stop them. Because they're just going to roll through. And let's take a look at the Battle of Erfeld to see what happened here. Oh, that was you attacking him. Wrong battle. I thought I clicked on Erfeld. Or no, I meant to click on Moreni. So let's see. In Moreni, he's got these living pillars. What is he doing?
Yep.
Mother Hydra cast Divine Blessing.
Yeah. See, they get the blessing, and I'm not sure exactly what their blessing does. I think they get like fire resistance or something, but they still have 31 hit points and 21 protection. That means I need to hit them like 6 times with my best unit, at least, to kill them.
You have just a couple strikes from their spears and your front guys are pretty much gone.
Yeah, my units die in 1 hit.
Yeah, that's not good. That is what we call the big bad.
So yeah, that is a little bit difficult to handle. I'm not sure what to do about it. They also have 20 morale, so...
Yeah, because they have ridiculous amount of morale. And again, I think those armies are just going to roll over you until we can find a solution with how to deal with them.
Yep.
Because yeah, just look at that. That's ridiculous. Those sacreds are just way too good. It's honestly kind of like when you encounter enemies like that are just buffed to high hell and you can't kill them. It is the one part of this game that I just hate.
Yeah, it's a little over the top.
It's like, these guys you can't kill. It's like, God damn. There are ways to counter them. It's just figuring out what the fuck is going on there is always the most difficult part.
Yeah, I don't really know this faction either, so... And I did get a slow start. Because I don't think Berto's regular units aren't that strong. Like, you have to get your blood economy going to get your really good units. And I haven't done that. Because I did get a bit of a slow start, so... And my my blood units or my blood mages are kind of expensive.
Yeah, I'm finally getting around to making my caster, which are called pans. They're retardo expensive, but now that I can start shitting them out, I'm getting going. So, now we get to the fun part of talking about strategic crap. So, my battle, ultimately, we'll start off with mine, because I know it pretty well, and it's pretty simple. I lost, but... And I also lost my disciple, which was a hefty blow, but honestly... Thanks to my disciple, I was able to kill enough of them that I think Hans is screwed, so I'm launching another attack. I think he's going to retreat from what it sounds like. I'm sending 92 guys in there. I don't know where he thinks I have 150. That might be just his intel telling him I have more. He's going to pull back from my woods. I'll take that. That's less money he's making, but that's better. I think instead of derping down his capitals, I'm just going to try to cut them off. So as soon as I do that, I'm going to try to grab the Green Marshes or something like that. And that'll cut off those 2 southern provinces from even giving him money to begin with. Which means that he's getting a lot less. Unless he gets money from allied provinces? No, he still wouldn't get any then.
No, it doesn't.
so that's good. That is kind of it. I'm basically just having all my troops concentrate on him. I'm keeping, obviously, army troops in the south just because I don't know if Carlos is going to come for me. And that's kind of it for me. I'm just going to try to focus on derping down hands. Arch is trying to just circumvent his defenses and go for Sketchy's castles. That army, the 110 army, is doing pretty good. I think it didn't take a single casualty. Let's look. Is that one? It was. He didn't even bother defending it. There's like a frog. There was a frog there. The frog waddled away. He's like, oh shit, I don't want to be. He died apparently. Okay. I was wondering if there was a battle. So there was probably going to be a battle for 171. It's probably going to be reinforced. We'll get to see honestly how good either one of them is. I know Sketchy has played this game a lot more than Arch. That's one thing I did find out recently. And Sketchy is just notorious for building the most broken things ever. So we'll see how broken that is, or maybe he's over-exaggerated a little bit in that regard. We'll see. On your front, things are looking kind of dicey, though. Things are looking also not too bad when you think about it, because you are taking provinces. He may have taken 2 from you, but you've taken 2 from him. Nerfy needs to act because his inaction is going to cost you. He has decided to cower in his fortress instead of coming out to aid. That is bad.
Yeah. However, like what I think he should be doing is
he should be running to the God Coast.
He should be taking that province, the Murts, to the right of his capital, at least. I honestly, I doubt that he would be able to actually tackle Sandro's army.
Yeah, no, if your army got decimated, we need to figure out a counter for that quick. So before I even think about hitting the end turn button, we're going to talk to Arch and see if we can't figure out something that we can start doing for you now to get it done, because we need to get a counter. I have the fort in the north called Solemn. Solemn is building as many Minotaurs as she can, and I'm going to build troops in Anman and Sauron next turn. I don't have enough money this turn. And they're going to all pour into Tackless Waste, and they're going to start heading north. By the time they actually start heading north, though, I don't know what's going to change or how many territories going to have left. But I am getting stuff ready to start going north to start helping push back against Sandro there, or at least try to slow him down. Atlantis is one of the most OP factions in early age, from what I talked to from everyone else that I have talked about Atlantis. They are pretty broken, and he's pretty secure in the ocean. But again,
yeah, that's the problem with ocean factions or ocean nations. Because it's a lot easier for them to harass you than it is for you to harass him.
Yep. And that was also the thing when we started this game. Actually, there was a lot of people who were actually asking for no ocean factions because this situation could happen. But we wanted to demonstrate ocean factions to begin with, so we were gonna do at least one game with them on. Generally speaking, most games that we play, Sandro, I'm not sure, or not saying fucking Cash. I was looking at Sandro's faction. That's why I got you mistaken. Generally speaking, we don't play with them because the biggest problem you run into with ocean factions is you need somebody to go into the ocean to contest them.
Yeah.
At the very least, and that's fine as long as someone's willing to go in there. But the other big thing is it's kind of annoying when you have one guy who's specialized for the water fighting, and then everyone else who wants to dip their toes in the water can't because he's so overpowered in the ocean compared to everyone else. So it's one of those things that's kind of annoying, but. Again, we'll let it. We were fine because we knew this would happen. This one, that's whatever. I imagine with his army at the land of our Lord, I think he's going to head south or he's going to head north to try to derp down Nerfy. Nerfy's continued to waste money on garrisons. I don't know why. Against Carlos's side, sure. Against Nerfy or Sandro, garrisons are kind of pointless.
Yeah. Those living pillars are kind of annoying. The problem is that since you can just put them in the front, you won't really cause any damage to his less tanky units.
Here's how you do it. See my army setup here. Now look at this. I put these troops on the flank here, and they're set to attack rear. Sandro's troops if we go to the battle, so let's look at this line here. So these guys here, these two, and this one here, they're going to attack the rear. So they're going to just zoom past anything that's there and just attack whoever's in the back, commanders and stuff like that. What you should do, and let's actually look at his battle, and again, he could easily fix this. So it's a question of if he'll force him to spread his troops thin, which is the most important part. For what was it? The Battle of Troll Peaks, Airfill, Moreni. That was like the land of our derp or whatever. The land of our lord. There we go. In the Battle of the Land of our Lord, yeah, you could easily run around him. And if you run around him, his commander is guarded by pretty much garbage. And those slingers would just get slaughtered.
Yeah, I suppose.
And what you're basically trying to do here is just derp down the morale so that they run. And if they run, then you can kill them and break them that way. So let's imagine you had some cavalry units, or these guys, and they attack the rear. Because if you look at the battle here, your cavalry isn't at the very bottom. They're just going to go in the middle here.
Yeah.
That was actually a problem in my battle, too. Let's look at this one, too. In my battle, it would have been smarter to have gone back and basically broke this up into 3 groups. A center group, a center block with the Minotaurs, and then 2 little blocks on the flank. And out of the flanks to go around and attack the edges there. But I didn't do that, so we'll speed for it. So you can see that they just sort of go around. But like, it's not, it's actually pretty effective. Just needed more guys, honestly.
Yeah.
Had I waited another turn, I would have reached another critical mass, but I was too anxious to attack and put pressure on him. But I think that was good enough to derp down his troops there. Honestly, Sandro is going to probably run amok in your territory for a bit, but again, he will slow down whenever he counters a fort because he's going to have to siege it out. You have 3 forts in total.
That's true.
But
Well, if you count mine. Well, no, I have 2 forts and a captain.
that means we have a little while to slow him down or try to come up with a solution, so we have to come up with it relatively quickly. Other than that, Nerfy has been sitting on his hindquarters, not really expanding, not really just building up troops here, but not really pushing out. He's got a lot of fishy boys gathering. I think he's going to try have an underwater push, which would be great. If he could somehow push to the blue water, that'd be fantastic. But I don't think he'll break through that far. But again, him putting pressure underwater is good. At the very least, he's doing something. I just hope that Pfeiffer launches a successful attack and stops building his trash that he has been building and starts building good stuff relatively soon.
Yeah, he does have a pretty large army down there that I think he's
If both of
planning
them
on doing
push,
something with. However, most of his units are just those Lobo guards,
which are fucking awful.
absolutely nothing.
If he can just take out this castle while Nerfy is pushing, that would be enough, I think, to distract him. Because I hope Nerfy tries to push. And then basically both of them pushing on that front, I think Sandro will start to cave in, and that might look concerning. Because I'm hoping Pfeiffer can take the underhome from Sandro. Another fort, just pumping out more guys is always good.
Yeah.
Pfeiffer is really bad at this game, though. Like, I'm just gonna come out and say it because one thing, it's now what, turn 22 or 23? You see its capital, Rila. You see how Star Peaks and the Obsidian Waste and Plothai. Now I can understand Plothai. Maybe it's a little bit annoying to take, but still, you want to take all those cities or territories next to your capital. The fact that he hasn't, especially considering there's like 2 guys guarding each one, and I've told him about it several times, and Arch has. It hurts me. It hurts my soul. It hurts. It's like, he's like, money, resources. It's like, you can easily get them. Just go grab them. But yes, if you're ever playing this game, grab the territories around your capital. I honestly wish I could grab Triton Sea, because that would be nice. But I can't, because I can't go in the water. I don't really have any troops who can, sadly. But if you can, grab them, which is why Fifey Typhy really should grab those. Either way, it'll be an interesting game. I think the game's actually going to be a lot longer than either side is anticipating. I don't see this ending in the next year. I I think year three is going to be the big year we see, because this is where we have a couple turns left in year 2. Year 3, I think, is going to be the deciding year, maybe, of this war, and then we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I definitely think someone's going to start getting hurt, though. Just hope it's not me.
Well, you're going to start losing territories, but we need to figure out a counter. We need to figure out one quick. We need to get it fucking going. I mean, there's one more territory you can. There's 2 more territories you can grab in the south. You can, with that army you have down Death March, you can actually.
Yeah,
oh
I'm
no,
heading.
you could grab that and the one in the mountain there, Gray Barrier, which you should, because Arch isn't going to grab them anytime soon, and just grabbing them means more money.
Yeah, I guess. I didn't want to take the Great Barrier because it's connected to his fort there, but he won't be able to take that for.
Even if it is, he can send a commander
6
there,
turns.
and then you just build a commander there and transfer it.
Yeah.
Then you probably want to grab Varial. Those provinces aren't too good. Gonna be interesting to see what happens, but I think Carlos is actually kind of not interesting anymore. He was like a big threat, and now he's just kind of derping and expanding and flopping against things and kind of losing here and there. I'm imagining we'll see something from Carlos soon, but he's kind of derping off somewhere else right now. Hands. I think Hands is gonna die. I still stand by that because I think Woods is gonna fall.
Yeah, most likely. Like even if you lost a lot, you have insane output, and you're just gonna wear him down sooner or later.
Yep. At least I hope so. Anyways. Then when I'm done with him, I'm going to try to focus on Sketchy or Carlos. I might try to focus on Carlos. I don't know. Because if I focus on Carlos, I'll at least get him off. Because we need to really find a way to deal with Sandro. Sandro needs to be dealt with because he's the biggest thorn in our side at the moment. And it has to do with the fact that his troops are just too powerful. Because our boys, like Nerfy's guys didn't kill him. Your guys didn't kill him. They just have ridiculous amounts of armor. I don't even know if my guys could hurt him, honestly.
Yeah, if you don't have piercing, you won't do any damage to him.
Yeah, I don't think great axes have piercing.
No, they probably have slashing.
Slash damage, yep. 29 slash damage for the attack 12.
Yeah, that will get through. He will do like 14 damage or something to him.
I'm going to keep building up these Minotaurs here. And again, I'm going to build shitty Minotaurs from those 2 territories there. And I'm hoping, just through sheer mass, that my Minotaurs will help start pushing them back. As long as you can just buy time for me to build up enough guys to get going up there. Because I also need to derp down Hands as quickly as possible. Because if he gets his fire thing going, I'm in a bad situation. Because Abyssia is actually a threat to me. They've always been a threat to me. But we'll see. I think that wraps up everything, unless you think we missed anything.
No, I don't think so.
Alright. Cashman, last word of the day?
I don't have any last words for you.